class. As you know that I am the lecturer of Allahabad Institute. In this class, we are dealing with the subject economics, which is related to first year. After that all, the next is income. Income is a flow from wealth, whereas wealth is a stock. In every economy, income flows from households to firm. That is vice versa. Okay. The factor market and the product market are closely related to each other. The process of circular flow of income makes to understand that income flows from household to firm and firms to households. Okay. The same can be understood by this. Here households and firms, but the expenditure on goods and services are going from households to firm, but goods and services are firm to households. Then the factors of production from household to firm and wages, rent, interest and profits are from firm to household. This is the circular flow of income from households to firm and from firm to household. Okay. The next concept in Introduction to Economy is utility. The concept of utility has a great importance in economics. The want satisfying the capacity of a commodity at a point of a time is known as utility. It is a subjective and relative concept. Only consumer can judge the utility of commodity. Of course and exactly, consumer know what commodity is useful and how it is to be used. Okay, that's why only the consumer can judge the commodity of a use of or its uses. Okay, then utility and usefulness are not the same. The consumption of wine is harmful for health. It is not useful. We know that, but it has utility. Here the utility means the state of being useful, profitable or beneficial. In utility concept, there are types of utility and it is divided into 4 types, and that is form utility, place utility, time utility and service utility. Now we will discuss all these 4 types of utility in detail. First form of utility is form of utility. If a commodity satisfies a consumer by its shape, it is known as form utility. Okay. For example, conversion of wooden log into a chair or a table. Here the raw material is taking a form and this is called as a form utility. Okay. Then the next utility is place utility. When goods acquire utility with the change of their place, it is known as place utility. For example, vegetables at the production place have no utility, but when they are brought to the market, they gain utility. Getting? Now, after place utility, we will see what is in time utility. Here, goods acquire utility because of time. Businessmen may store the goods and they may sell when the demand is high. For example, coffee, tea in winter and cool drinks in summer. So that's why it is called as a time utility. When goods are occurring and utility at a point of a time, that's why. After the time utility, service utility is there. In service utility, services also have the ability to satisfy human wants. For example, the teaching of a good teacher directly helps a student to build his career. Of course, and absolutely exactly correct. Here, then this is known as service utility. It is acquired through the specialized knowledge and skills also. So, here we have completed our utility concept of economic. Now we will go with the value. In economics, the next point is that value. In economics, the value of any good or services is the power to command other articles or service in exchange. Value in economics is classified into two concepts. They are value in use and value in exchange. Now we will see in detail that value in use. Okay, value in use, it refers to the capacity of the good to satisfy human wants. So utility is the value in use of a good. Here free goods have value in use and they do not have value in exchange. For example, water has a greater value in use but no value in exchange. Getting here? Now then, come to know that value in exchange. What is that? Value in exchange refers to the quantity of the other good, or more usually money, but here good can be exchanged for. All economic goods have a value in use and have a value in exchange. For example, if one pen can be exchanged for one book, then the value of a pen is equal to one book. Then for a good to have a value in exchange must possess the qualities of utility, scarcity and also the transferability. Okay? After this value and value in use and value in exchange, we will discuss the what is price. Okay? Here price. And what is price? We know very well. In economic, the meaning of price is different from that of a value. Okay? The value of a commodity or service expressed in terms of money is known as price. Exactly. In other terms, the rate at which a commodity is exchanged is called its price. Yes, obviously, if you are buying something, means you are paying something to it. What is that called of paying? It's only the price of that thing. Okay. For example, if a pen is exchanged for rupees 10, then the price of a pen is 10 rupees. Value is expressed in terms of other goods. Getting here, what is price? After that, we will discuss the wants to the economy. Here, a desire can be become a want only when consumer has the means to purchase the thing and he is also ready to spend the means. Okay, human wants are the basis for all the economic activities. We know that, and they depend on economic and social status of individuals. The nature of human wants can be understood by all these characteristics, and they are unlimited wants. A particular want is suitable, competition, complementary, substitution and recurring. Here recurring means repeatedly. Then habits. Then wants vary with time, place and person. Obviously. Now we will discuss all these points in detail. Okay. First, the unlimited wants. In unlimited wants, human wants are unlimited. We know very well this is. Our wants are also unlimited. Okay. If you satisfy one want, another one crops up absolutely. And of course, if one want is fulfilled and we are satisfied with the one want, means we want another thing, another want. Okay. In this way, wants are arise one after another throughout the human life. Exactly. Yes, of course, it's a human nature. It will be. Okay. Then a particular want is suitable. That is, as wants are unlimited, a person can satisfy a particular want at the point of time. Okay. For example, if person is thirsty, he can satisfy it by drinking glass of water. Exactly. At the time of point, that want is satisfying means that is the particular want is suitable. Okay. After that, competition. Wants are unlimited. We know very well. Whereas resources to satisfy them are limited. By the period of time, wants are changing. Through that changing of wants, the resources are also changing. But here wants are unlimited and resources, those who satisfy that wants, are limited. Therefore, the scale of preference is essential to satisfy wants. Exactly. Then complementary. What is complementary? We will see. Satisfaction of a single want requires the use of various commodities. Exactly. For example, writing needs satisfy only when we have a pen, ink and other paper. Getting here, what is complementary? After complementary, substitution is there. A person can satisfy his wants with various commodities. For example, if a person is hungry, he can eat rice or fruits to satisfy his hunger. This is not a particular thing. He can fulfill its want with another thing. Okay, that is only the substitution. Okay, then recurring. Here recurring means repeatedly. Wants recur. Exactly and absolutely. It's a human nature that wants are recur. When you satisfy a particular want at a point of time, it may reappear to the another time. Obviously, we take food. For example, we take food and our hunger is satisfied. But after a few hours, we again feel hungry. So, this is repeating now. That's it. The want is recur here. After this, habits. We will see habit. Want change into habits here. For example, this example is not a good example, but this is the practice which are practicing by most of the peoples and most of the students also. That's why here it is mentioned as example and how the want change into habits. Okay. For example, smoking cigarettes for casual results into a habit if it is not controlled. Exactly. Just we are trying to do that, but we are habituated after some time, after some consumption of that thing, we are becoming habituated of that. If it was not controlled means we are habituated to that want. After that, wants vary with time, place and person. Absolutely and exactly. It's a human nature. It can change time to time and place by place and through person to person also. Here, wants are dynamic in nature. Exactly. Hence, they are changing from time to time, place to place and person to person. Certain wants are more intense, whereas other wants are less intense. On this basis, human wants are divided into necessities, comforts and luxuries. Okay. After the wants, we will discuss on welfare. Here, the next concept and the last concept of our topic, that is welfare. Welfare is an important concept in economics. It refers to the satisfaction that an individual or society derives from wealth and can be attributed to the standard of living of individuals and societies. Here, welfare is a subjective concept and it cannot be measured objectively. Okay, here wealth and welfare are interrelated. How? Welfare depends on the distribution of wealth and income among different sessions of the people in the society. As an economy grows, the living condition of its people improve. It can be taken as an indicator of improvement in welfare. Here the Pygo words describe that economic well-being is that part of the social welfare that can be brought directly or indirectly into relation with the measuring of rod of money. Okay, how the wealth is improving and developing the society, how the wealth is indicator to the welfare of the society and as well as individuals. Here, by this concept of welfare, we have completed our first chapter of the economy, that is Introduction to Economy. We have discussed economy is a social science which studies individuals and organizations engaged consumption, production, exchange and distribution of goods and services. Several economists define the subject of economics in different ways, keeping in view that contemporary changes. Okay, that we have discussed as a criticism, yes or no? Then, according to the Adam Smith, economic as a science of wealth. Later, the Marshall and Robbins gave welfare and scarcity definitions respectively to Adam Smith. Then, Robbins gave more scientific definitions of economics. The growth of definition is given by Walt Samuelson. That includes the time element in the nature and the scope of economics. Okay, the nature and the scope of economics cover all the aspects of economic activities. So, microeconomics studies the behavior of individual units, whereas the microeconomics deal with the study of whole units of economy in a positive and in a normative sciences analyzes some of the important methods developed by great economists. Okay, the basic concept of economics such as free goods, economic goods, consumer goods, capital goods, intermediary goods, wealth, income, utility, value, price and welfare help us to understand the subject of economics and how it is playing the important role in our daily life and in the welfare of a society and as well as the individuals. So, here we have completed our whole chapter of economic subject from first year. Thank you.